Okay folks, today I'm doing a joint of round steak. I'm going to do some roast beef and Yorkshire pudding for tea tomorrow. This is going to be on for 32 hours now because it's one of the very cheapest cuts of meat. I'm going to have it on 62 degrees C, and its set time is 32 hours. It's 31 hours 55 minutes left, but I will keep my eye on it, and we'll take it out. It should be ready. I'm going to take it out around 4 o'clock, let it rest for a while, and then I'm going to sear it and get it nice and roast beefy if I can. So keep fingers crossed, and then I'll put some Yorkshire puddings in and some roast potatoes, and I haven't decided on the veggies yet. We'll have to see what we've got. Okay, see, I'll bring you back later. Thanks guys. Well, back again. Welcome folks. This is day 2, my 434, my chuck roast has been in the sous vide, not sous vide, what I keep saying that, sous vide for 32 hours at 62 degrees C. Now that's supposed to be one of the ultimate times for cooking. You can cook from to get the medium that I like, it's from 140 to 165. I did it at 160 Fahrenheit, that is. I did it at 162, which is 62 degrees anyway, whatever it is. It gets too confusing. Now I've just got to take it out of the bag and dry it off, and then I can sear it, but I'm not going to sear it till my roast potatoes and my roasted carrots and my peas are done, and I'm going to save the juices for the gravy. So I've been on the internet looking at some of the cooking times for chuck roast. Chuck is one of your cheapest steaks, and it's one of the toughest steaks. It's a workhorse muscle. And it needs low and slow cooking. Some cook it from a 130, and it's all different. Depends how you like your meat. We like ours medium. We don't like too much blood dripping out of it. We like it pinkish but not red, if that makes any sense, and that's fine. Those who like it the other way, I don't have a problem with that. That's their choice. We all have a choice to make, and you usually pick the choice you like best without criticizing anyone else. I don't criticize anybody who doesn't like the meat the way I like it. But I do get angry with people who think who have a go at me saying I'm not cooked it properly. No, I haven't probably cooked it properly for them, but I have for me. And that's all that matters to me. It's me and my family. Get it the way we like it, and that's okay. And I wish a lot of people would wake up to that fact. There's several ways you could cook this meat. But after 2 hours, they've proven by tests that it's tough. At 6 hours, they've proven by tests that it's still tough. And at 12 hours, it's still fairly tough. You have to go up to the 24 hours or more to get the real tender steaks from a really tough cut of meat. And, you know, if they like it tough and they've got sharp teeth, go for it. I don't really care, as long as I don't have to eat it. And I can understand that that's what they like. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
So please don't have a problem with the way I like it. That's all I ask. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. I'm going to take it out in a minute, but I have to get something to hold the juices in. I went in depth this morning in a site, and this guy's absolutely brilliant. I think he's American, but he gives you times and even tells you how much. He's done tests on how much juice you lose at particular times. At 2 hours, you lose 3 tablespoonfuls of juice, and at 6 hours, you lose 5 tablespoonfuls of juice, and up then you hardly lose any more. It's round about it was 3.5 tablespoons at 6 hours. At 12 hours, it was 5 tablespoonfuls of juices. And after that, no matter how long you cook it for, it stayed the same at 5 tablespoonfuls of juices that you lose, till you started to get into higher temperatures, which are 175 Fahrenheit, you know, and then you can lose up to 7 tablespoonfuls of juice. But that, as that temperature goes up, that stabilizes too. So there's only a certain point that you can reach where your meat loses the juices that it's got in it. And that makes sense to me. Okay, I'll bring you back in a bit when I've got my container ready. Yeah, I'm back. Now we take it out, and I will attempt to cut one of the corners and get the juices out. So bear with me a minute. See, I don't know whether you can see it. That's the beef. It's a fair slab. I give you a bum steer. This is round steak. It's not chuck. I've got chuck steak down there. I got them mixed up. This is round steak. I got a big slab of this the other day, and I cut it into 2 because the big slab was too much for just me and my family. So now this here is supposed to separate the fats from the juices. Now I've had that a long time, and I forgot I had it. I used to use it a lot, and then all of a sudden I forgot I had it. I put it in the cupboard like you do, and you forget you got them. Something just fell. I was a bit clumsy in the cupboard, I think. But I'll go and pick it up in a minute. Right. See, that's not too many juices. That, to me, is pretty good. I can live with that. Now, pair of tongs. Now what we have to do now is dry it off. There's still some juice left in there. Oh, and then we'll sear it just before we're about to carve it. So still some juice in there. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It doesn't look the best now. It never does. But all the great chefs swear by this method. It's a fail-safe method. It never fails. Now, ooh, it's still warm. I haven't seasoned it or anything. I will do that before I sear it. And all that I'll be doing with it is salt, pepper and garlic powder. And I'll be very easy on the garlic powder. So ooh, it's very tender. Now what I'm gonna do, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it up in some tin foil to try and keep it a little bit warm and see how we go with that. Yeah, a lot of foil. We'll double it. Want to keep some heat in. And I might even put another lot on. Yes, I will. I'm going to put another lot on. These two slabs of topside, they are topsides of tough stage too, by the way. It's on a par with chuck. I'm looking forward to trying the chuck steak because they reckon it's a little bit tougher than this one. Now, if you can see the fats, I don't know whether you can see it on camera, but you can see the fats here starting to rise to the top, and then when we pour it out we get rid of that. I can't remember how it works now, whether we get the juices or we get the fat out first, so that will be trial and error. So I'm going to put this to one side, and I might even put it in the oven when I get the roast potatoes going, just for 5 minutes to warm it through before I sear it. A lot don't want it cooking anymore, but I don't mind that, because I don't mind medium to medium well. So that will help my son out a lot too, that he gets it cooked a little bit more, because like I've told him today, and about an hour ago, when I slice it, if he wants it cooked more, he's going to have to shove it in a pan and cook it himself to the desired ruinous he likes it. Now, I don't normally do criticise people the way they like the steak, and I don't really criticise my son. If that's the way he likes it, it's the way he likes it. But for me personally, that would be crucifying the steak, because it gets tougher. You need it a little bit pink in the middle to keep it tender. And if you overcook it, like if you overcook anything, it gets tough. There's no doubt about it. So he likes it that way. I can accept that, but I wasn't going to cook it that way, because if I was just cooking for him, I'd cook it that way because that's the way he wants it. But I'm cooking for me and my wife, and when that's cooked, I ain't cooking it twice. So he either eats it the way we like it, or he can finish it off himself. Simple as that. But what he can do, he can use my flamethrower instead of putting it in a pan, or he can put it in a pan, whatever he wants to do. So I just got to clear this away now. Oh, by the way, my little bowls came today for my sous vide, and it helps to keep the water from evaporating too much anyway. I suppose some still gets out, because you can't keep steaming. You know, steam will find its way, water will find its way out of anywhere, I'll tell you. You don't need to give water a pinprick, because it'll find it. I'm having carrots, peas, roast potatoes. Yep, that's what we're having. and I know the potatoes will go down more than the meat will. And I'm going to make the gravy out of the drippings. So if I can separate the fats out, I don't want the fats. If I can help it. If they're in there and I can't do it, it doesn't look as if there's much fat in there, to be honest. And it was a very lean piece of meat, and that is the problem with that meat. There's no fat running through it. No, what they call marbling. It's a pretty dry sort of meat, so there won't be much fat rendered. There was no fat on it when I put it in. It was just pure meat, and I don't mind that. People who fat is flavour. There's no doubt about that, you know. But it doesn't bother me if it's not there, because there's a lot of flavour in the meat, and that's why I'm not putting any rubs on it. I want to taste the roast beef. Oh, we're having Yorkshire puddings. I nearly forgot that. I better get the tins out to remind me. You Englishman. I'm an Englishman. My wife's a Welsh girl. My son is an Aussie. My daughter, same as me, Englishman, English woman. It's against the law in the Wade, my name's Wade, the Wade household, not to have Yorkshire pudding with roast beef. It's sacrilege. It can't happen. It will never happen in this house. If we have roast beef, it's different if you have a steak. I'm not saying about steak. You can even have Yorkshire pudding with a steak if you want it. And my dad, being a Yorkshireman, they used to have it with gravy before his dinner. And then he had it with his dinner. And then they had it for dessert with custard and jam. So that's a true Yorkshireman. And I've got cousins who are Yorkshiremen too. Hello, Derek. He'll agree with me there, you know. But don't tell Derek, but I think they took Yorkshire pudding from Lancashire. I'm pretty sure. What do you reckon, Derek? Oh, come on. We've got to get something. Oh, well. You win some and you lose some. But they think the War of the Roses is finished. It ain't finished. I don't think it'll ever be finished. Lancashire and Yorkshire. We've always been at it. All right, guys, I'll bring you back when it's all done. Oh, when I go out and see you, I'll show you my flamethrower on this piece of meat. All right, see you in a bit. Well, folks, it's time for doing the beef. I'm just going to glaze it a little bit with some butter, and then we'll sear it. And I give it a really good go in the butter. Because we all know everything's better with butter, innit? Right, that'll do for now. Like I say, we're not cooking it, we're just searing it. It's already cooked, and it's very tender. This is looking really good. That'll do. That's Dunsky Lunsky. We'll put some more butter on it and glaze it up a bit, and you'll be amazed just how good this butter, just brushing it like this, how good it makes it look. That's why you get a good steak in the restaurants, doing that. That's what they do. Look at that. That looks good enough to eat, folks. I'll bring you back in a minute when we get it inside, and I'll show you when we're ready to slice it. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, the moment of truth. The Yorkshire puddings are going in any second now. I'm using dripping, beef dripping. So I usually use duck fat, but I'm trying beef dripping because I'm having roast beef, see? I was a bit heavy-handed with one of them. Let's see how we do with that anyway. That's done. I got it at 230. Might be a bit hot, that. I'll keep my eye on them so they don't burn. So in the meantime, it's clean up time. I'll show you the gravy. There's the gravy. That's made out of the beef drippings. Look, it tastes great. I've had a bit of it. I put my spoon in and just wipe my finger across the spoon and had a taste. They were Mickey Duck. This is my roast potatoes. I'm getting good at them, eh? They were done in beef dripping too. So, when it's all ready, I've got to get the peas now and put them in the Mr. Mike. He's going to cook them for me. He's pretty good, that Mr. Mike. He's a good cook, depending on what you cook. He doesn't cook everything very well, though. He's pretty rubbish on some things, but he's pretty good on others, and he's not bad on peas. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, I'll back again. Now we're going to check the meat and carve the meat. I've got the carrots going and I've got the check the peas. Just give me a second while I check the peas. Right. Now, let's see what we got here. What's all these bells going off? I don't know. Oh, look at that. Oh my word. Have a look at that. What am I going to do? I'm just going to give it another basting with this batter. So freshen it up a bit. There we go. All done. Like I say, there was a little bit of fat on the meat, but not much. Wasn't much at all. Now, hope you can see this. I'm going to just cut it here for now. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to try it. Oh, because that's the toughest meat you can buy. There ain't no more. That is delish. Probably a bit overcooked for some, but it's not for me. It's nice and pink. I just hope my son can do it, otherwise he'll be getting the pan out and cooking it. It's hot, burning my finger. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm going to carve it all while I'm here. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. I'm guaranteed to burn my fingers. I do it every time, so that's nothing new, folks. Because I'm a silly bloke. We never learn. I'm going to nick them. Oh. Magnifico. Now, I'll put that over here. Potatoes are done. I'm going to turn them off. Carrots are done. Turn that off. Now, we've got to check Yorkshire puddings. Let me have a look. What have we got here? Oh, not too bad. Not as good as I've done before, but not bad.
Today, we are truly living in inspiring times. So much so that chefs, our chefs, British chefs, the consumer that is you, the viewer, are not connecting with your own culture, your own food.
Yes, I know, the microwave's going off. Mr. Mike, settle down. There's 2 Yorkshire puddings left.
I'm very happy to say, long live the great British food revolution.
I'll give my gravy a stir. Now, not bad for a hack, is it? Eh? I'll show it you when it's all done and we might have a taste test, alright? I'll bring you back in a bit. I've just got to get rid of some of this stuff. Wow, finished. That's it, folks. Have a look at that. Tell me how good that looks. Let's have a go. Let's try this meat. Oh, that meat. Have a look at it. That is magnificent meat. Anyone who's never tried sous vide, you don't know what you're missing. It's such an amazing meat when it's cooked that way. You cook that any other way, you're going to have to watch the temperatures more closely for a start. You're going to have to put up with the toughness and the flavour of it. It can be done other ways, but it's a lot of messing around. It's not as easy as that. That's been on for 32 hours. I didn't do anything. I've been doing other things today. Bit of carrot. I love my carrots now. I used to boil them, honey and glaze them, and butter. Now I bake them. Keeps the flavour in. Don't boil it out. These are my sprouts. I'm supposed to have got my sprouts out and I picked the wrong bag up. But I don't mind beans. These are new different potatoes. I've never had these ones before. I don't even know what they're called. But they come good. They've actually got a flavour. Wow. Now the best part of this meal for us pommies, the Yorkshire pudding. I'm getting the hang of that. I've had better, I've done better, but that's not bad. I'm going to have another bit with gravy. Have a look at that. Oh, dropped a pea. I've just had a pea drop. Right then. One more bit of meat and then we'll get out of here. Do all the good things. Give us a like, comment, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you for all those that have. Been great. Love yous all. That gravy's unbelievable. I'll use the drippings off the meat. I'm going to devour this. So, like I say, thanks for watching. I hope you watched it to the end. Make sure you give us a like, because that does get the video out to other people to see. If you don't, it just sits there. But I've done very well with my videos. I've had a lot of people watch them and it's been great. Cheers, mate. I can't believe that cheap cut of meat come out of that. I'd better prime cuts of meat not come out as good as that. I can tell you. Paid a lot of money for them too. But them spuds. Look for the steam coming off. Okay, folks. Now go and wash my knife. My luck. Can you believe it? I'll see you in the next one. And like I normally say is, ta-ra for now. Ta-ra!